Hola, ¿cómo están amigos? Bienvenidos otra vez con ustedes, ya no sé otra vez con ustedes, Ludi. En el mercado, listos para seguir con la historia principal después de mucho tiempo de hacer misiones por todos lados. Vamos a ver si no nos equivocamos.
Every minute I'm stuck here costs me good shards.
Vamos a ver qué pasa aquí. Todos me saludan.
What's going on here? Owen's in there, somewhere. And so's Aaron, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving.
Arrested too for disorderly
Aaron
conduct
said he'd
last
introduce
night.
me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
Voy a terminar encontrando a Odin por aquí, o estará en el otro lugar.
City's locked down on account of the murder.
I have nothing for you, I'm afraid.
¿Está cerrada la ciudad por un asesino?
It's always the merchant. If this keeps up, I'll be broke in a month. Tired. I've worked enough to last.
Good luck getting through, Outlander.
Ya llegamos a Meridian, vamos primero a recolectar y ver desde aquí.
Had to take over my brother's shift today. Sure as the sun's rising is off court.
Halt!
He doesn't look happy.
Vamos a ver qué pasa.
Closer, Outlander. And no
Stop
sudden
right
movement.
there. In light of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Recent attack? What are you talking about?
The murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Carja forces in Red Ridge Pass.
Ursa? You mean Aaron's sister is dead?
How would you know his name?
I know Aaron. Summon him. I need to speak to him.
Ha! I doubt that Aaron, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in grief, is going to waste his time on a grimy outlander.
Aloy! Hey, you're alive! I thought you were dead. Make way, make way!
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Ah, not really. A little. So, you're alive. We should celebrate. The drink's on me!
We need to talk, alone, and you need to pull it together.
Over there.
So you approve?
Of course I approve. From now on, she may come and go from this city as she pleases.
As you wish, sir.
There. Alone as you asked. And what did you want to tell me?
Se murió su hermana.
I heard what happened to Ursa. I'm sorry. I know she was special to you.
Special to me? Special to everyone. She always knew what to do. She bossed everyone around. She kept me in line. Now I'm supposed to fill her shoes. And instead, here I am, stumbling around in them.
I lost someone too. At the proving, the man who raised me. His name was Rost.
That's terrible. Why is it every time something terrible happens, everyone else tells you the worst thing that ever happened to them, as though that makes it easier?
Yeah, why is that?
Anyway, there was something you wanted to tell me?
Ah.
A lot has happened since we last spoke. The proving was attacked by a group of killers. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when we heard explosions. up on the mountain. Some of your braves came back, said most of the contestants were dead. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose up from your people. How did you survive?
How I survived is less important than how I was targeted.
Targeted? What do you mean?
The killers came for me because of Olin.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
I need to find Olin. I need to know what he knows.
But he's a friend.
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the killers are or what they want, but I do know that Olin is working with them.
But, I mean, this...
I don't need you to understand, Erend. I just need you to take me to him.
He's not here. He went scrounging for scrap and relics days ago. It could be anywhere.
Are there any places he frequents, places he returns to?
A house. Here in Meridian.
Okay, then take me there. I need to search it.
I guess. As long as I'm there to witness the search.
I need to see Olin's place. Now.
Okay. Come on.
Some Oseram girl applied to the city guard the other day. Amazing.
So many people here all talking at once. How does anyone think?
I don't. I just drink.
That must be the spire.
Is she
It's huge.
Nora? Apparently they're letting anyone into the city these days.
De hecho, antes de que pase otra cosa, esto era lo que quería hacer y me equivoqué, me adelanté.
Vengeance for Ursa. How long will Avad hide in his palace? Till they see blood for blood. Vengeance for Ursa. How long will Avad hide in his palace? Year after year, why does he spare those who enslaved and tortured and butchered? Erend, you should want vengeance more than anyone. Your own sister, murdered, and her death, unavenged?
One more word, you scorched out slag, and I'll throw you in jail myself! Now get out of here, or I'll give you all a kick in the ass!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. No, other than the door.
Corner of this rug is all of this for one man.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's court.
Let's see what's underneath.
Hey, how did that get here?
Question is, how to get through it.
Without a key, you won't. That's a vault hatch of Oseram make. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
Call it a day, girl. You're wasting time.
It looks like a picture of Olin's family. A lot of metal here. Could be just what I need. Looks big and heavy. Could do a lot of damage if it fell down. Let's give it a little push.
did say not to break anything, didn't I?
Y entonces doy. Vamos entonces abajo.
A map. The glyphs show places he visited.
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
Ah, lo trae. Lo tienen
They took
como...
his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family. Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted.
Vamos a verlo de nuevo este.
There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
Huh.
The focus. It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus, it's the same?
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can speak to each other with their focuses over distances, and see through each other's focuses too, like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you? Through Olin?
Yes, so far as I can tell. Now that I know where to find Olin, I should be on my way.
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen...
Out of the way, Erend.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
I'm sorry about your sister, but that's your war, not mine.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me?
Muy cierto, ¿eh?
Look, I'll head for Red Ridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there.
Ah, claro que lo
A few
voy a
minutes
ayudar,
of your
¿eh?
focus is all I need. Don't make me beg.
Red Ridge Pass, you said? I'll see what I can do.
Claro que lo vamos a ayudar, como de que no es buena onda este brother, ¿eh? Entonces tenemos nuevas misiones. Por otro lado vamos a ir primero con... ¡Ah! Tenemos muchos mercaderes y misiones y cosas pendientes. Y más misiones y más cosas pendientes. Otro que no activé es este, pero este creo que está en la parte de abajo. Ahorita vemos, entonces vamos a ver. Primero, misiones. Tenemos misiones, esta va a ser la principal antes de ir por Olin. A ver, esta por aquí debe estar ya que podemos tener acceso a toda la ciudad. Vamos a ir visitando todo lo que podamos. y recolectando todo lo que podamos también. Por ejemplo, aquí hay un mercader. Vamos a ir también a la guilda, de hecho. Esa quest es...
Nice. Smells.
Huh. Oh. De hecho voy a comprar una. Huh. Nos pide varias cosas diferentes, ¿eh?
It's like nothing I've ever smelled before. Is that some kind of spice?
De hecho, vamos a ver qué nos dan, qué nos regalan. Muchísimas cosas que igual hubiera sido más. Nos hubiera ayudado a completar muchas misiones. Estos, los Blue Gleam, no sé para qué sean. Pero ahorita los vamos a guardar. Para mejorar nuestras armas. Aquí está la logia de cazadores. Vamos a ver qué nos dan. Mucha gente por todos lados. Iri. Vamos a recorrer tantito la ciudad, ¿eh?
You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
You mean these?
Very well then. Congratulations, and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Un montón de gente.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right. You're new here.
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meridian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain-hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not going to take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart. Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, 1 for 15 half-suns, 1 for 15 full suns, and 1 you'll love for all blazing suns.
Uf.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next Hunter's Lodge weapon from me.
Ah, interesante. Tengo que conseguir muchas cosas y yo saltándome todo, haciendo todo lo demás. Vamos a hablar con él.
What have we here? A Nora Fledge.
I bet I've been hunting longer than you have. Are you a fledgling?
Not for long. I have a hawk who's about to sponsor me, so you're out of luck.
Construction going on day and night on my street. How am I supposed to get a good night's rest?
Typical savage. Barging in here without a thought, right after one of our own was killed. Go away.
I've been trophy hunting for years. Still haven't gotten a sponsor.
I'd asked Alana to sponsor me, but her sponsor just died. Can't imagine what she must be going through. I don't think I can help.
Mucha gente, mucha gente con quien hablar.
So many of our friends fled the Sunfall.
Can't believe Redmaw defeated Tarkus. He was such a good hunter, but Redmaw is a beast of a Thunderjaw. I'd never face it.
I'm a member. Go bother the other sludges and leave me alone.
Malesh, Talana, ¿no me dejas hablar con Talana? No.
Tarkus impressed with his skills, but he sponsored Talana. Now we're left with her. She had fallen instead.
Piles of scraps from the old ones. The awesome, that's who.
Vamos a ver qué nos ofrece la logia de cazadores, ¿eh?
Yes, you're very friendly.
Excuse us. The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're Nora, are you not? A fighter from the savage lands.
The sacred land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Huh. Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge, pestering your betters.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage. And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the Sun Hawk. Now be gone.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me. Is there a hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight.
Esto ya fue personal, ¿eh? No soportamos el machismo en este lugar, ¿eh? Va a haber jefes especiales, espero. Le va a dar un poco de alegría al Redmaw One. Vamos a ver qué más hay por acá. nada que pueda
My
encontrar.
wife was cheated by one of those sun-cursed Oseram merchants yesterday. Not for the first time.
¿Y esto es un Thunder Jaw? Creo que sí, ¿no? Es un Thunder Jaw. Talana, si no me equivoco, es esta chava de acá. Ahí está Talana.
You're Talana? Assis said you were a hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay. Especially not today.
What happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Red Maw. You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through trees, rocks, people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's part of the hunt.
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge? So far, it's been all talk.
Yes, of course. You fight a machine, then bring its trophy to Assis the Sunhawk, then no one can deny you brought it down.
Assis, what's his story?
He's the Sunhawk of the lodge. The highest ranking member. He's taken down Ravagers, Stalkers, Behemoths.
So, I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But he's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. That's how it works. Whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first becomes a Sunhawk.
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies, his thrush is promoted in his place, no matter how anyone feels about it.
Who is this Legan, the man at the door?
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry.
I'm ready to hunt, so tell me, what do I have to do?
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me?
I'll consider it. Just to make Assis spoil.
No creo que sea tan complicado matarlos. ¿Puedo hacerlo uno a la vez? Vamos, entonces vámonos de este lugar a cazar. Vamos a ver qué más podemos encontrar en el mapa en esta zona. Vamos a ir aquí. Para después ver acá, acá, acá. En algún momento acá. También acá abajo. Pero vamos también con los... De hecho, vamos a marcar todos. El más cercano es este. No.
I have a...
What did you want to talk about?
You were an outlander, no? An adventurer. I used to be one myself. I admit, I miss the beguiling colors of the wilds. Speaking of which, I wonder if you've come across a very special kind of flower. It's made of metal, like a machine. Other blossoms grow around them in amazing patterns. These gleaming beauties are very much in demand among my clients. If you bring me some, I have valuables to trade for them.
You said you were an adventurer.
Just so. The nobles of Meridian crave flowers for their balconies and gardens. So out I went, with bow and spear. I made my name by searching the wilds for the wildest blossoms. No bandit nor machine could keep me from those precious petals.
So what happened?
Love happened, my sweet. My paramour frets too much when I venture out. So now I collect flowers for those without such bonds.
Is it worth it? Being restrained like that?
Of course. Freedom is sweet, but the embrace of my beautiful Theridine is sweeter still.
These metal flowers, what are they exactly?
No one knows, but some say they began sprouting 20 years ago when the machine started to go mad. Perhaps they grow from the tears of the sun, for he has many faces, does he not? Wrathful one day, cool and patient the next. Perhaps he weeps for our suffering when his anger breaks. Ah, let us haggle over this beautiful bounty.
Oh.
Till we meet again, my noble Nora. A moment of your time, Outlander?
Ok. Vamos entonces a este de aquí.
Finest goods here. See for yourself.
A ver, ¿tú qué me puedes vender? Tú eres el que me vendió las Blue Gems. Ok. 3 menos, vamos contigo.
Would you like to buy something today?
All right. What did you want to discuss?
You're an Outlander, which is good. But a Nora, which might be bad. Do you fear the ruins of the Old Ones like many in your tribe?
No, although some can be dangerous.
Then you may have come across what I seek. In your travels, have you found strange vessels, emblazoned with symbols of the Old Ones? They consist of a hollow cylinder with a crescent handle affixed at both ends. If you bring me these vessels in sets of 4, I will gladly trade what I have for them.
So you're interested in the old ones?
More than interested. I study every ancient artifact I can get my hands on. But years of study have made me too comfortable at my desk. I can't even bear the sun, if the truth be known. I don't know how I'll manage to take a partner. My family presses me for an heir.
Don't look at me.
Oh, no, I'm not looking. In fact, my father already has someone he wants me to wed. She doesn't interest me. I wish I had a brother to carry this burden. I would rather be left to my precious little vessels.
Nerd.
What sort of ritual were these vessels made for?
I'm convinced they were used in conjunction with each other in sets. Some people believe they were used for tea ceremonies. Others think they held sacred essences and oils for worship. But I believe they were used for the solemn custom of shaving one's beard. One for water, one for lotion, and so on. Each fluid in its special vessel, majestically applied to the face at each stage of the rite. It must have been breathtaking. But which vessel was used for which? I have to know. I have to continue my research.
Are you sure people didn't just drink out of them?
Drink? Out of such finely crafted earthenware? Don't be ridiculous. I will leave you to the hunt. Be sure to delve into the ruins. What do my tired eyes see? A hunter, surely. Come, talk to me a moment.
Would you like to buy something today?
A ver, él me va a dar mi muestra gratis. Ya tengo todo lo que... Todos los trajes, todas las armas. Salvo la logia.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
Gracias.
Don't forget to stock
You
up
there?
before you're
Can
on
you
the
help
road.
me? Just a moment of your time,
Find that-
please. You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only you'd use it to help me.
A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
Why would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the Liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the
O sea, no necesita que me lo eche, ¿verdad?
You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see? Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching a sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
The thief broke the lattice on the way out. And some blood. Looks like they cut themselves and drops of blood leading away.
Ah, vamos a encontrarlo rapidísimo.
More blood. I'm still on the trail.
Would you like to buy something today?
Still more blood. The thief got cut. The trail ends here. But someone must have seen the thief.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
Sound of a hammer on steel.
An Oseram girl cursed at me the other day. Shameless.
Don't forget to... You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it. Check out these wares.
Vamos a ver, aquí estoy. De hecho, vamos a hacer esta misión primero, activarla.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
Esa es una salta a la muerte.
Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
Por aquí no hay nada, no la aventó. Ha de haber aventado.
I heard the people of Sunfall are starving. Why doesn't King Avad attack now and finish them?
De hecho, vamos a activar este campfire. Ay, a ver. Misiones. Vamos a ir a estos dos de aquí y después bajamos a esta zona. Gracias. Vamos a ver. ¿Estos son como que los vallos? No. Un lugar ritualístico. Vamos a ver qué nos ofrecen, qué nos dicen aquí.
Lenora, I'm the mournful Naman. My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this?
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed. These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices, not mouthing Karja rituals to Karja stone. But there are obstacles. While Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
What kind of obstacles?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram, who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings on the road to the city. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffer no heathen. This Utaro lost her companion on the edge of the jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather. The shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb, a call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Flint hawks perch there, drawn to the spires shining.
So, clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
Okay.
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back those who are lost.
No, but it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope, like a new sunrise.
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outsiders for help.
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing? You mean the Red Raids?
Yes. And the sacrifices that came after.
Why did the priests go along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we Karja are more concerned with what is tradition than what is right.
Huh. Maybe the Karja and Nora aren't so different. You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still want it to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple. My brother's voice echoing in its arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried, in the end. He said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar. Now they are stained in blood.
How so?
Our robes are handed down to us. Most of the old priests fled rather than be seen in the glare of a new sun. And so we are left to wear their sins. For me, at least, they hang heavy.
Where is your brother now?
He waits for me on the trail of the sun, I hope. He spoke out against the sacrifices. For a priest to question the Sun King's will, his punishment was worst of all.
You lost someone you loved too. I'm sorry.
No, not lost. When I took on these robes, I found his memory.
I'll do what I can to help those in mourning.
To honor
sí vale la pena
memories
ayudar.
is to honor us all.
Muy bien, listo. ¿Cuáles me faltan? Este de aquí y bajar acá por los elevadores.
Barrel machines everywhere.
You can hear an Ocelot coming a mile away. Take a look at these wares. Sale, I promise.
Yes. I remember you. Did you find the vessels I seek? I will leave you to the hunt. Be sure to delve into the ruins. Rugged? Well-traveled?
Buy what
Yeah.
you need, leave the rest.
I would like to talk to you.
Entonces, ¿cuál mercader nos falta? Creo que ya... O este que es
These aren't
Specialty.
goods, they're necessities.
Entonces solo nos falta este de aquí. No, también con él ya todo visitado. Vamos a ver estos de acá.
Don't pass up these goods. Smiles on us today.
No, ya.
Let's
De
have a
las
chat.
flores. Oh. Ok. Entonces estamos a ir.
No.
Vamos a ver qué quest tenemos aquí. Tenemos que hablar con él.
Discussion.
Good day.
Check out these wares.
Aquí no es. ¿Dónde es Aloy? Por acá abajo, ok.
Wasn't sure about the scent of it first, but it's growing on me.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need in Sunfall.
Wait. If you're helping people in Sunfall, do you work with Nassan? I rescued him from a Shadow Karja border garrison.
You saved Nassan? Yes, he's one of our leaders.
Then tell him to give that sword back. And no more stealing family heirlooms.
Well, all right. I'll pass along the message.
¿Podremos confiar en esta? Return to Ravan. Vamos acá.
Regret not stopping until you think of it.
Come take a look.
There's a guard under the last king.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price. Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road. Would you like to buy something today?
I woke up this morning, went to my hearth, and there was my brother's sword hanging over the mantle.
Tan rápido.
I don't know how you convinced those rascals, but you have my thanks.
Bueno, sirvió haber salvado a todos los que pudimos salvar antes. Entonces vamos a ver la siguiente misión. La siguiente misión de la side quest. Esta no. Esta sí necesitamos. 15. Este es el siguiente, ¿verdad? Coleccionables sets. Estas son las tazas. Y nos faltan varias, aún no las vendemos por set. Qué curioso. Vamos a los elevadores a ver si se me permite bajar en uno de estos. No, este nada más es un mirador. ¿Dónde están los elevadores?
Fancy clothes for an outlander.
¿Dices algo?
So many come to the sun that they can't be bothered to work. You will see.
Vámonos por este elevador. Tenemos que esperar al elevador. Tenemos que pedirlo. Ahí viene. Oye, que sí es una caída a la muerte.
Hot. Everything's sweating.
Espero que no me... Vamos a ver qué hay por acá. Sí, tenemos varias cosas nuevas que hacer. Vamos primero a este campfire, después a este y a esto de aquí. Vamos a ver primero el campfire.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
Only the finest goods.
Salvamos tantito. Vamos a ver qué otras misiones tenemos rápidas para realizar. Podríamos concluir esto, pero vamos primero a este y después de regreso por las otras.
My family might still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
Tell me what happened to your family. Maybe I can help.
By the sun, I fear they are all dead by now. I barely escaped alive. Machines. Vicious machines attacked my family's estate. Father sent me to get help.
What kind of machines? Where did they come from?
A Ravager. By the sun, how it cut down those guards, and a pack of watchers came with it. The Sun King warned us that he could no longer protect freeholds beyond the valley, but Father never saw this coming.
Tell me more about the estate.
My father owns a dozen quarries, and he's put his spoils into the estate.
Fine tapestries, custom woodwork, silver fixtures.
But what about the people there?
Of course. Their lives are all that matter. My father and sister, plus a dozen guards and servants. I hope they survived.
I'll see what I can do about the estate.
You will? Oh, thank you. Oh, please, be careful. Those machines are deadly.
Todas son peligrosas, pero soy más peligroso. Yo. Vientos.
The Sundamoche. Fine goods.
Sure as the sun's rising. That's a quality Karja outfit.
Ya me ven diferente porque ven. Diferente porque tengo la ropa especializada.
I promise these Oseram will fleece you given half a chance.
Metal bot here, good prices, fair prices.
So,
Fairest prices for machine parts under the mesa. No tithes to the Sun Court, not like those greedy snarls upside.
She's not interested in taxes.
I know what she's not interested in. As I was saying, no better offer for snap-ball lenses. I'd give my oath on it.
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner?
If the sun would only grant my prayers. Never mind snap more lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those. A long leg lens, though, you'd be well rewarded for.
So which,
No market for a snap-maw lens is good, strong stuff. You can hammer it into anything.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor? This is Meridian. We have culture.
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching the hunting trials.
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long leg lenses at a time like this.
Hello?
I've told you as many times as the spire is tall, craft and artisanship is who we are.
Craft doesn't win a war or keep the machines from your farms. What you need is good, old-fashioned, plain...
Oh, yes. Old-fashioned, plain hammered work. If ever something glittered, you'd throw it back.
If Karja had built that elevator, they would have stopped at a good-looking shaft.
All those years of delving, and you never found a sense of humor.
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt people, the Nora.
Why do you two even work together if you can't agree on anything?
It's a symbolic gesture.
No tithes to the Sun Court, like I said in the beginning, Renine.
Just tell me which part you want.
A long leg lens.
A snap-maw lens.
Fine. I can see that you're busy.
Wait. You drove her off. Snap-maw lens. What do you say?
I drove her off? That's rich. Listen, Huntress. Long leg lens.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your metal.
I brought you both the parts. So, what do you say?
I don't suppose I could buy just the one.
You'd buy the wrong one. So give the hunter her shards for both.
Of course. Here you are. If this is the price I have to pay.
The price you have to pay? The snap-maw lens might just cover the loss we take on the other.
It won't sell for a loss, charcoal burner. You'd pay handsomely for a long leg lens if you had an imagination.
I have an imagination. When you rattle that piece of junk around, I think of your skull.
I told you from the beginning this wouldn't be a scrap-dealing operation, that we would have class.
Look, they just keep going.
I told you from the beginning this wouldn't be a scrap-dealing operation, that we would have class.
Ahora vamos a cazar.
And I told you, a true metal seller knows to get his hands dirty.
¿Dónde es? Momento, ¿dónde estoy? Estoy dando la vuelta.
Won't cost you a charge.
Stock up before you're on the road to look.
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
Check out these
Ahí estás, Mr. Fairmoon.
Oh no. Let me in!
Oh, Fernand. Our deal is off.
Oh, it's you. How about a new deal? You could just cut off my finger, or my hand, or my left arm, but that's my final offer.
Tempting, but I want you to spread the word to all your crooked friends. Me and my spear are off limits from now on.
I can do that. What should I tell them?
Tell them how you barely escaped with your life. Get creative. You're good at that. I don't want to have to come find you again.
Understood. You won't hear from any of us ever again.
I'd better not.
Listo, adiós, ¿eh?
Everyone will know to leave you and your spear alone.
Gracias. Ahora, ¿qué otra misión tenemos pendiente? Vamos a ver, misiones pendientes. Errands. Cazar. Tres Otusto, Ravagers, un Stalker. Esta.
I'm more tired than
Vamos
usual.
rápido por eso. Y como esta va a ser cazar máquinas, ya vamos a regresar a nuestro modo habitual. A nuestro... Es esta, ¿no? Sí. Esta es contra máquinas corruptas, ¿verdad? De hecho, vamos a ver si podemos incluso mejorarlo, porque creo que tengo mejores... A ver, creo que tengo incluso... ¡Ey! Mejores para combatir con esa. Está bien. Creo que está bien.
Pass up these goods. Fire and murdered Captain Ursa.
Aunque creo que ya...
I'll give you a good price.
Ya no voy a encontrar máquinas corruptas en un buen rato. Y eso podría ser algo interesante si podemos cambiar alguna de las cosas. Pero eso y esta misión la haremos en el siguiente episodio. Nos vemos la siguiente. Bye bye.